The movie K-pop, Demon Hunters, just hit theaters, and fans are already dying for a sequel, especially with all those unanswered questions still hanging in the air. But what if I told you that the sequel might be closer than you think? With answers to every mystery and characters who definitely deserve more screen time. Huntrix on a break. After an epic showdown against the evil villain, the Huntrix girls are finally taking a well-earned break. They need to rest, clear their heads, and figure out what's next. Whether it's saving the world again or just binge-watching shows and devouring pizza, because honestly, they have no clue what's coming either. In the meantime, they'll be living it up, laughing with friends, eating guilt-free, buy diets, and just enjoying life. And get ready. It looks like Zoe's about to adopt Derby and Sussy, two adorable little creatures who are absolute pros at turning any apartment into a disaster zone. Not exactly a spoiler, since at the end of the movie, Zoe was seen wearing a yellow hoodie with a tiger. Clearly a nod to Derby. Translation: chaos incoming. But don't get too comfy with this break, because the Huntrix will be back soon, and the next mess they face is going to be even bigger. Total mayhem guaranteed, and if you're dying to know what could happen next, it's time to start imagining all the wild directions this new chapter could take. So come with us and check out another video. The tournament. Details about the sequel to K-pop. Demon Hunters are still super top secret, but some plot leaks have already slipped out. According to some sources, after spending tons of energy, and probably way too much money, on alternative therapy to save the planet, the Huntrix girls are making a stylish comeback by joining an epic tournament filled with young bands ready to face off. Picture a K-pop battle show with a literal fighting ring in the middle. But here's the twist. They have no idea the whole tournament is actually a trap. A slick setup by a brand new villain, ready to crash the party and turn their lives into a full-blown telenovela-style nightmare. His evil plan? Take the Huntrix down and leave them totally broken. Things will get so bad that they'll have to do the unthinkable. Call the Saja boys back for help. And honestly, no one knows if that'll fix anything or just make things way worse. But hey, either way, it's going to be crazy fun to watch. Betrayal. Another juicy twist that's likely coming up, a betrayal straight out of a reality show. Someone from the group might leak some seriously valuable info, leading to a huge defeat for the girls, one that'll bruise their egos worse than losing a game of Uno. It's going to hit hard. These girls have never lost before, and never imagined they'd need a second shot. What follows? A storm of drama, tears, and a whole lot of soul-searching. But in the end, it'll only bring them closer, strengthening the bond between these three besties who always manage to stick together, no matter what. So, who do you think the traitor is? Want to place your bets? I heard a little rumor that it might be Bobby. Yep, he's technically part of the band too. But hey, I'm not here to spread gossip.
Huh?
The return of Jinu. One character that fans are begging to see again is Jinu. And let's be real, he never actually died. He sacrificed himself to save Rumi and turned into a super-powered sword, which was exactly what the crew needed to defeat the big bad boss in the last season. Pretty classic hero arc, right? But the big question is, how's he coming back? Most likely after the massive beatdown the girls are about to face, they'll need the Saja boys' help again. And to pull that off, they'll have to go on a not-so-relaxing journey straight into the underworld. Yep, the same one where they sealed away Guima. He wasn't destroyed, just put in timeout, indefinitely. It's gonna be a bone-chilling ride packed with jump scares, major reveals, and a whole lot of impromptu therapy. Because this year's a big one. That's when she finally uncovers secrets from her own past. Who knew rescuing the villain band would lead to so many personal revelations? Before you keep watching everything that's about to go down in K-pop, Demon Hunters 2, drop a Huntrix in the comments below. Father. When the girls head down to the underworld, our heroines finally come face to face with a mysterious figure, Rumi's father. At first, she doesn't suspect a thing, because what better place for an awkward family reunion than a burning cave in hell? But the old man ends up helping. He knows all the shortcuts in the underworld and leads her to the Saja boys. And now you're probably wondering, how is she going to bring that crew back? Here's the twist. Her dad isn't just any demon down there, he's one of the top bosses of hell. He's going to lend a hand to bring the Saja boys back to the land of the living so they can take on this new, totally unhinged villain who wants to wipe the Huntrix off the map. And here's the real kicker. This villain isn't just evil. He's the one who killed Rumi's mom. So yeah, Rumi's got some very personal reasons to turn this next battle into a full-on epic, packed with drama, action, and the most dysfunctional family reunion ever in hell. Rumi's mother. After finally finding her dad in the underworld, Rumi is hit with the full truth about her mom, a mystery that's been haunting her forever. And get ready, because the reveal is a wild plot twist. Turns out the villain who's now her greatest enemy used to be her mom's biggest rival too. Like they say, when it rains, it pours. This new villain doesn't just want revenge. He's planning to bring back the dreaded Guima, and that monster's also out for payback. Together, they'll be one terrifying duo with one goal: destroy the Huntrix for good. And this time, it's personal. But here's the bombshell. Rumi might find out her mom once had a romantic thing going with both her dad and this new villain. And when her mom chose her dad, a demon, over the villain, he snapped. Rejected and unable to deal with it like a sane adult, the guy made a dark pact that spiraled completely out of control and ended up causing Rumi's mother's death. As if that wasn't enough emotional chaos for a lifetime, Rumi, the leader of the Huntrix, also learns that Selene knew everything. That's right, she was involved in this messy past, full of forbidden love, secrets, and deals with demons. Somebody say drama? Because this is next-level season finale intensity. Selene. Selene is that character everyone knows as Rumi's guardian, but let's be honest. In the first movie, she didn't get much development. So let's dive into her not-so-basic past. Who is Selene really? Well, she wasn't just some random caretaker. Back in the day, she was in a band with Rumi's biological mom. The two were super close, until everything fell apart thanks to inner conflicts, inflated egos, and some seriously bad decisions. And during that chaotic time, Selene made her biggest mistake. She helped the villain, without realizing what she was getting involved in. The result? Even though it wasn't intentional, she played a part in the tragic fate of Rumi's mom. Crushed by guilt, Selene decided to raise her friend's daughter as her own. She made a promise to protect her, even from the secrets of the past. And that's why, even though she comes off as cold and strict, deep down she's always been driven by love and the weight of trying to right her wrongs. So yeah, Selene's not just a tough babysitter, she's basically a vault of regrets, drama, and secrets that are about to blow wide open and take the next chapter of the story to a whole new level of intensity. The past. In this new series, we're finally diving deep into the dark and mysterious past of the Saja boys, which, let's be honest, barely got any attention until now. There's even going to be a scene in this super weird-looking clinic where we'll see a photo of the villainous demon band in their human form. The big reveal? They used to be a band. And spoiler alert, it was a total flop. No likes, no contract, no screaming fans, just pure failure. Desperate to become a hit, they turned to Guima and made a seriously shady deal. And that's where things get juicy. We'll finally see what each of them had to give up to get famous. Emotional spoiler, nobody walks away from a demon pact without scars. But that's not all. This storyline is also going to shed light on Jinu's past. After all, how did he go from a dream-filled human to a full-on demon? We'll uncover more about his life with his mom and sister, and what pushed him over the edge to sign that dark contract. Was it pure hunger for fame, a thirst for revenge, or something way more complex and heartbreaking? Get ready for major reveals packed with drama, band breakups, supernatural deals, and emotional flashbacks. The kiss. Let's face it, everyone's already shamelessly shipping Rumi and Jinu as the official couple, but so far, their relationship's been messier than a never-ending soap opera with no payoff. Well, this new arc might finally give them the spotlight they deserve with a love story worthy of a K-drama. Get your tissues and your fangirl fanboy screams ready. We might finally get that first kiss, the one moment that could stop the whole fandom in its tracks and break the internet. Fans have been losing their minds over the fact that these two haven't fully embraced their love yet. So get ready for intense eye contact, tension-filled lines, adorably awkward silences, and that classic turning away and pretending not to care moment right before they throw themselves into a kiss so epic. even the villain might pause to watch. It's going to be the moment that melts every romantic heart out there. Series plot twist. It's not going to be a movie. It's a series. Just imagine keeping up with all these amazing characters and their plot twists in bite-sized 10-minute episodes, or even longer. In true Winx style, the show is going to explore every conflict, mystery, and character arc in a fun and fast-paced way that'll keep us glued to the screen and begging for more. Expect action, drama, romance, betrayal, dark packs, and even some laughs, all with that perfect binge-worthy energy. Picture watching this story unfold little by little, with each character getting their own spotlight and the fan base freaking out over every new episode. This is going to be a wild ride that grabs your heart and leaves you counting the days until the next season. Romance! Let's be real. It'd be so much more fun to explore the love lives of all the girls, not just Rumi. Imagine each of them, with their own unique personalities, going through high and low moments in love, whether it's with one of the Saja boys or even new characters who show up along the way. And of course, we cannot forget about Bobby. It's definitely time he gets a girlfriend. I mean, come on, everyone deserves someone special. And maybe a little romantic chaos to spice things up wouldn't hurt either. With so many mysteries, twists, and unforgettable characters, this series is set to win over hearts and keep everyone hooked. Get ready to dive into a world where friendship, love, secrets, and epic battles collide in an adventure you won't want to miss. And if you're into Bluey and animated shows, we've got 2 other awesome videos that you'll definitely love watching. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time!